Hello, good evening everyone. Please confirm, are you able to see me and hear me properly? I can see you at chat. Piyush, Miomi, Rituranjan, Palak, Aryan, Adash, Tanu, Drishti, Ancient Robert, Anichet, I guess. Shravani, Vanshika, Rashna Gupta. Fine. Good evening. Very good evening to all of you. So I welcome you to this special session, this pre-CAT 25 classes. Thank you, Ihsan. Voice is very low. Is my voice fine? Please confirm. Shravani, that is non-engineers quant section. You must have seen. VARC, engineers, VARC and non-engineers quant sections we have created. Yes, ये pre-class है. It's fine, na? Okay. So let's start. So many of you are having many type of doubts. क्लास पहले हुई थी, फिर से रिपीट हो गई है, या CAT 25 बैच कब स्टार्ट होगा? Many of you may already have joined our CAT 25 program and some of you might be thinking to join, right? So don't worry that this is a pre-session, these are pre-classes going on right now, and by the end of this month you are going to get your regular classes, and I'm going to discuss all the pattern in which you are going to get classes here, and I'm going to give you a bit overview also कि classes किस तरीके से होंगी, कैसे क्या चीजें आपको, क्या फीचर्स आपको इस CAT 25 प्रोग्राम में मिलने वाले हैं. So those who have already joined, for them also, and those who are yet thinking to join, so this is for you also. ठीक है? Okay, let's start now. So this is pre-CAT 25 class. So as I just mentioned, so we are going to discuss a little bit about our CAT 25 program for all of you, and also we are going to discuss about some basic quant topics today, very basic topics of algebra, basically algebra and arithmetic, equations and ratios. So these two topics we are going to discuss today. ठीक है? And VARC कौन पढ़ाएगा quant today? Yes, it is quant today, Shreya. And कौन पढ़ाएगा? Don't worry, we have all wonderful faculties all over India. Whatever, India से बाहर तो अभी तक CAT iQuanta ने नहीं arrange किया है कोई, but in India whatever best faculties you can get, iQuanta is there to help you out. ठीक है ना? So don't worry, we have a pool of faculties, and in every batch, every student gets to face every faculty, right? Every faculty. So as somebody was mentioning, so we have already provided some basic videos in the form of non-engineers section for quant and engineers VARC. See, generally some students are there from science background or mathematics background, those who consider themselves good at mathematics, right? But they think that their English is not that good, right? So for those specifically, we prepare that engineers VARC section, that engineers VARC module that was prepared just recently in the last year only, and it got tremendous response from all the students. Those who were good in English, for them also, and those who were not that good, they also found it very, very useful. And similarly, prior to that, we created a non-engineers quant module also. So there are many topics in quant, and in non-engineers quant part, generally as I mentioned, those are from engineering background or mathematics background, they consider themselves good at mathematics, but there are majority crowd which may not have studied mathematics after 12th class, or some may not have studied after 10th class also. ठीक है ना? तो उन लोगों के लिए those who are not very comfortable in mathematics because they have not studied it in their graduation, right? तो उनके लिए we specifically created that basic module to bridge the gap, right? To bridge the gap from their existing status of mathematical studies and to what is required for CAT specifically. ठीक है? So mainly we have used NCERT content and the CAT content to bridge that gap, and that is called non-ingenious quant module. So there are some pre-recorded sessions there, and topic wise they are separated. So as soon as you enroll, you get all those things. I'm going to tell that all things in detail. So let me see few of the comments. Last day we studied percentage and now you're starting equations. Yes, these are just pre-classes, Isha. These are just pre-classes. In your regular batch, which will be starting, as I mentioned, it will be starting, your regular classes will be starting by the end of this month. So then you will be having regular classes of all the things. So whatever topic we have discussed in the pre-sessions and as today also, so they will all be covered again, right? This is just a glimpse, right? This is just a glimpse. हाँ, shampoo कहाँ गया भाई? What was that? What shampoo do you use? नहीं, अरे उड़ गए यार बाल दिख रहे हैं ना आदित्य. I don't use. That's why. पता नहीं, जो भी reason हो, I'm having very less hairs remaining now. Okay, Rashna Gupta, so many comments. Oram's World. There was a class of intro to percentage. Yes, that was just introduction class. Rachna, so many. I have problem in creating equations. Yes, Sapta, that's a good thing. See, if you are just spamming the chat by repeatedly using same comment again and again and again, that is not good, Rachna. Is Vishant sir leaves Quanta? You know better than me. He's still taking classes. I don't know. Okay, Sparsh Sharma, how many videos we need to watch before main classes? We are in Quant Basic. Sparsh Sharma, that is not mandatory to see the videos. It depends upon your present status. So if you feel that you need to have some basic sessions, your basic introduction about the topic, then you can go through that videos, right? And before any class, you get to know what topic is going to be there in this coming week, right? So you are already having some basic classes of that particular topic. So it's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. You can view them before the class, you can see them after the class, and you can, if you feel, you can skip them also. ठीक है ना? Okay. Yes, not able to form equations. Good, Bhavya. So that is our today's target. That is our today's target. Aditya Munshi, that will not help in Quant. That will not help to clear CAT. Is there any difference between the YouTube regular classes and iQuanta paid classes? In YouTube, we are not having any regular classes. Your regular classes are there in your paid group of iQuanta. And in YouTube, we are having these free sessions, right? So these are not regular classes. These are just trailers, you can say. Yes, somebody mentioned that. That's perfectly fine. So this is just to give you a glimpse that what you are going to get when you join iQuanta. And even if you don't join, still we have lot of free videos also. So still you can take benefit, right? Okay, let's start. Let's start now. Anushka Jha. I'm doing practice from different book like Arun Sharma. That's fine. That's fine, Rampukar. That's fine. We are suffering in DILR, so we are having a specific session for DILR as well. So don't worry. How to manage along with college timings 9 to 5 and attendance is also strict. Yes, after that, Shreya, all our classes, all our sessions are after 5 o'clock generally, right? 5 to 7, 7 to 9, or sometime late night also. How many classes will be having weekly? I will be giving you approximately 8 to 10 classes you will be having, Vanshika. Some live classes, some application classes, and so many things. So approximately 8 to 10 classes you will be having. I will be giving you a detailed description of that also. Not able to understand the structure. Yes, structure we are going to discuss, Krish. I hope you will be getting some idea. Yes, of course, Jakwa. Krishna, the application classes will be on FB. Yes, Krishna. Okay, how to do maximum practice of question after faculty has taken classes? Solve questions, Roshan. Solve questions. And that is most important part. See, faculties are teaching and some videos are also there already. But most important is that you put your effort. If you will not put the effort, then you are not going to get the desired result. So it's utmost important that you solve questions, you practice solving questions. ठीक है ना? Okay. ठीक है. So later questions we'll be taking afterwards. Yes, let's start now. Let's start. Okay, so I will be checking more your queries, and your queries will be settled once I will be giving you a brief intro about the program structure. So our today topic is we are going to discuss about these two things, equations and ratios. Okay, equations and ratios, as some of you mentioned that you understand the question, but it is difficult to frame the equation, and that's perfectly fine. It's with most of the students, you know. Right now we are having so many students watching, and only few of you are writing, but this is true for most of the students. They understand the things, but while creating equation, that is a Herculean task for many. They are not able to understand how to frame the equation. Okay, let me give you a simple example. I'm giving you a simple example. अगर मैं आपको बोलता हूं 3x plus 7 is equal to maybe 19. Okay, so what can you infer from this equation? Quickly tell me. Now just see on the board and answer in the comments. A simple equation, right? So this equation is already formed, and you have to simplify it to find the value of the variable. Is 4, not 47, right? It's a simple question. So this is called linear equation in one variable, right? So एक variable की equation जिसमें only one variable is there. This x is the only variable here, and we have to solve it. This is simple case. ठीक है? Now, hi, that's true, Bhavya, that's fine. So x comes out to be how much? It is 4, not 3, it's 4. Right. Okay, I am asking one question now. So this is given, if 3x plus 7 is 19, then find the value of 6x plus 34. Answer fast. Answer fast. Excellent. Mukesh, Gorai, please recheck your answer. Tanu Single, I think there's some typing error. Yes, 58 is the right answer, and that's very easy question actually. Now, important point is, how did you solve it? Tell me, do we need to find the value of x to answer this question? Do we need to find the value of x? No. So without finding, although it was very easy thing, you found the value of x here to be 4. In this case, all of you found the value of x. We can transpose this 7 on that side. That would be 19 minus 7, right? That is 12. So this gives you 3x equals 12, which means x equals 12 by 3, which is 4. So we can plug in this value here and get the answer. This is one of the way. This is one of the way, right? But without finding value of x, can we answer this question? Yes, good, Jana, Vismaya. We know the value of 3x. Directly I can put the value of 3x. That is one of the ways. Yes, good, Ayushman. Just multiply this equation by 2. I know the value of 3x plus 7. So if I substitute the value of 3x plus 7 here. So you can break this expression as 2 times 3x plus 7, right? From this 3x plus 7, 3x plus 7 can be taken 2 times, right? Now how much is remaining? 2 times 7, 14 is already there, remaining is 20. So it is simply, we can substitute the value of this 3x plus 7, which is 19, isn't it? So 19 times 2 is 38 plus 20. This is 2 times 19 plus 20, right? So 38 plus 20 is 58. So basically question was although very easy, but the main point was that do we really need to find the value of x every time? Certainly not. So there are many such questions in which without solving everything, we can reach to the final answer. Is that clear? So that was about the solving part, how to solve an easy question in further easy way. So it is not always necessary to find the value of x, the variable here. Sunidhi, I just substituted the value of 3x plus 7 here. From 6x plus 34, if I take out 3x plus 7 separately, right? So 3x plus 7, I can take out. Again, once more, I can take out 3x plus 7. So 2 times I can take out 3x plus 7, right? In that case, 6x is totally taken out and 14 is also taken out. So how much is still remaining here? It is 20. That's it. So it is 2 times 3x plus 7 plus 20. I have just written this expression as 3x plus 7, which I already know it is 19, right? Again, 3x plus 7. Fine. So I have taken out in a way 6x plus 14, but it was 34, na? So 20 more is remaining. That's it. So this is 19 plus 19 plus 20, which is 58. Is it okay? That was the thing. It was 7, Dipali, not 17. Anyway, so as I said, this was an easier question. You could have found the value of x and then plugged in the value. That's fine. There's no mistake. But point was that how we can think in an easier way. Okay, let me ask you one more. Let me ask you one more similar question. I'm changing the color. I'm putting it here. Say if x plus 1.7 is 3.9. Now immediately tell me 2x plus 3.4 is how much? Fast please. Fast please. Again, this very easy question. X plus 1.7 is 3.9. 2x plus 3.4 is how much? I hope you got the idea, right? Yes, excellent. Excellent. Yes, exactly, Ashutosh. Wonderful. So that was the whole idea. Although it's an easy equation, I can find the value of x, but it is not required. It is not required. The expression which I want to find out, it is simply double of this. Yes, that's true, Krishna. Okay, so that was the basics idea that how to think. How to think. That's what we are discussing right now. It is not always necessary to put all your efforts in a single question. We can do it in simple manner also. So how to think is only our objective, right? हमें सिर्फ यही सीखना है कि सोचें कैसे, है ना? सोचें कैसे. So those still some of you are asking ki how explain, please explain. I can see few of the comments here. See, x plus 7 is given. Can you break this desired expression in terms of x plus 1.7? I know the value of x plus 1.7, right? It is given 3.9. So now I want to find the value of 2x plus 3.4. Can you break it in the desired manner without finding the value of x? Yes. X plus 7 plus x plus 1.7 and again x plus 1.7. Because we know that 2x का मतलब हुआ x and x 2 times, and same way 1.7 plus 1.7 is 3.4. This expression is just double of that. So we just need to observe that, and if you are able to do that, you immediately have the answer. You immediately have the answer. It is double of 3.9, as many of you have wrote already. ठीक है? Is it fine? Okay. So I shall move to the basic terminologies of this topic now. So that was just a basic idea that how you should be vigilant, how you should be vigilant while solving a question, answering a question. See, in CAT, generally your subjective knowledge is not tested. कि आपको क्या-क्या चीजें पता है, क्या-क्या चीजें पता है. How intelligently you can work, that is what is tested in CAT. Right? So CAT is not an exam for engineers. CAT is not an exam for English experts. CAT is an exam that who can control their nerves while attempting the exam. एग्जाम में आप कितना इंटेलिजेंटली, कितना क्लेवरली, कितना कामली, कितना कंपोज्ड तरीके से अपने आप को प्रेजेंट कर सकते हो, राइट? अदरवाइज व्हाइल प्रिपेयरिंग आई हैव सीन लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स कि ये भी सिलेबस है, वो भी सिलेबस है, इतना टॉपिक, ये टॉपिक, वो टॉपिक, ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ. दे गेट जंबल्ड अप, दे गेट फंबल्ड, अटक जाते हैं लोग. नो आइडिया आदित्य? Okay, not always, Gaurav. Gaurav is writing single variable equations are easy. That's true, but not always. Not always. Fine. So in this equations part, I'm just giving you an overview today. So in this equation part, the just example we took, that was an example of equation in one variable, that was linear equation. We are talking specifically of linear equation only right now. There are equations can be of quadratic and higher degree also, but right now we are only talking about linear equation, and that too can have one variable, it may have two variables, it may have three variables, right? And these are some of the keywords in case of equations. As we have already mentioned, variable. So variable किसको बोलते हैं? The term which is unknown to us. Like in the previous examples, we wrote the example letter X. Sometimes Y, sometimes A, B, C, whatever symbols we can use. We can use any symbol. Okay. Where is that? Yes, Dipali, yes. And Atharv is asking, Atharv, can we first focus on the topic today? Okay. Okay, so in one variable equation, we have already taken the example. So alphabets we generally use to represent the variables. So there can be two variables also, three variables also. Can you write any general equation, any example for two variable equation and linear equation in two variables? Please write in the comments. Please write any example for a linear equation in two variables. Please, fast. Shivali, you can just rewind the video 5 minutes. We just explained that. है ना? And still if that is unclear, we can check it up again. Okay, yes, good. Ananya, Alaspure, Seali. Yes, there are many examples you are giving. Very nice. So I'm checking one of them. Let's say 2x plus 3y equal to 50. I'm taking that. 2x plus 3y equals to 50. Let's take this up. Okay, there are many examples, right? So normally we use variables x and y, but it could be something else also, right? In some questions you can find AB, some questions you can find PQ or MN or something else also, right? Anyway, so now this is a equation. This is a linear equation in two variables. Right, this is a linear equation in two variables, and what are those two variables? Is x and y. These unknowns. So generally, as I mentioned earlier, so generally we use alphabets. Okay. Now wait here, everyone. Now tell me, can we solve this equation? As a linear equation, you were the equation with one variable, all of you solved very fast. Can you solve this equation now? Can you tell me any solution for this equation? When we solve an equation, we try to find the value of the variable. So in this case, can you find the value of the variable? What value? What can be the values of these variables? Please tell me. Okay, some of you are writing no, some are saying yes also. Try to find any one possible pair of x and y which satisfy this. Will there be solutions or not? There's only one equation right now, Atharu. That's true. If we have two equations, then certainly that's fine. But right now we have only one equation. We can tell the range of variable. Okay, need another equation. Okay, I got one answer here. Ankit Kumar is saying 116. That's perfectly fine. If I take x as 1, y as 16, does it work? What do you see? Does it satisfy or not? Okay, Neeraj Sharma is giving another answer, 25,0. Very nice. 25,0. Does these two answers satisfy or not? 10,10. Okay, nice. Another one in between, let me write 10,10. So basically, if I have only one linear equation in two variables, there can be infinitely many solutions. Yes or no? Yes, we can get many answers. Adarsh, we are just having overview. There is nothing about fast. These are just basic things. Yes, multiple answers, infinitely, rather not multiple, we can say infinitely many answers are possible. You can put any value of x, correspondingly you will get another value of y. Yes or no? You can put any value of x, you will get a corresponding value of y. So there are infinitely many values possible for this equation, for this linear equation. You cannot have any unique solution. There is not only fixed solution कि यही आएगा, है ना? ऐसा नहीं है. So there can be many solutions possible. So that's why to get a unique solution, as some of you mentioned, that we need more equations, right? We need more equations. So generally, to solve equations of two variables, we need two equations, right? So two equations. If there are two equations with two variables, then we can solve them, right? Same way, for three variables, we need to have three equations, then we can solve them uniquely. Yes or no? But if we are having less number of equations, then there will not be a unique solution, but in some special cases it can be, or for some special values we can find out. So there are some special cases which we'll be discussing further, but in general, for the two variable equations, we need two equations to solve them uniquely. Same way, for three variables, we need three equations to solve them uniquely. Fine till this point, right? Okay. Yes, Deepsir, why not? Any number can be possible. Negative value भी हो सकते हैं, decimal भी हो सकते हैं. Exactly, yes. Yes, if we plot the graph, then it will be a straight line. Exactly. Charit, good. Yes, it can be negative too. Okay, fine. Okay, Aditya Munshi is asking, give realistic example. Okay, Aditya Munshi को अगर हम आंसर ना करें तो he will keep on commenting, right? So अगर ऐसा बोले कि it's a very simple example, realistic example, अच्छा याद दिलाया आदित्य ने. So many of you may have used autos. Some of you might be from the cities where there are autos with some meters, right? So the moment you enter the auto, there is a fixed charge, right? There is a fixed charge. So when you hire an auto, there is a fixed charge. उतना तो लगना ही लगना है till a certain distance. And after that, how much distance you travel, and you need to pay accordingly, right? You need to pay accordingly. There is some fixed charge. Let's say 10 rupees. I'm just assuming that. And after that, whatever number of kilometers you travel, for every kilometer you are charged, let's say maybe 12 rupees. I'm just assuming. So for every kilometer you are charged 12 rupees. So 10 plus 12 works, that would be your expenditure. Right? And how much your expenditure would be, that depends upon how many kilometers you have traveled. So that's a linear equation in two variables again, right? So now we keep on changing the kilometers, you will get the value of y. right? You change the values of x, you will get the value of y. So basically, as somebody mentioned already, जैसे ही हम x की कुछ भी value put करेंगे, we are going to get the value of y. So all those values when plotted on the graph, like for this example here also we have put here. So if you will join them, you will always get a straight line, and that is the purpose, that is the reason these equations are called linear equations. That is the reason. Let's check this one also. Let's check this one only. So if I plot these points on a graph, so x1, then y is 16. It will be somewhere here, let's say. Okay, this is 1, 16. And then x10, and then y is also 10. So if this x is 10 somewhere here, then y is also 10 somewhere here. And x25, then y is 0. So that would be x25 somewhere here. This is 25, 0. This was 10, 10. Okay? So if you join them, you will see they will always be in a same straight line. And that is the reason this equation are called linear equation. Is it fine? So whether it is a linear equation in one variable or 2 or 3, it is always going to be a straight line. It is always going to be a straight line. Okay? Yes, there can be many solutions as we have already discussed, but all those solutions will be lying on the same straight line. तो चाहे इक्वेशन एक वेरिएबल का हो, दो का हो, तीन का हो, हमेशा ऐसा होने वाला है. Anyway, so for general case we have just discussed that when we are having two equations of two variables, then we can solve them uniquely. Otherwise, there are going to be many solutions, right? Infinitely many solutions. Okay? Yes, in the three variable equation also. Yes, Krish. Do we need to find solution individually, or there is a method to find solution collectively? That depends upon question, Krish. So normally, अगर आपको तीनों variables की equation तीनों variables की values निकालनी है, then you need to have three equations. As I've already mentioned that. But in some special cases, आपको तीनों variables की value नहीं निकालनी होती है. You need to find something else, and not three equations are provided. So still we can determine that. ठीक है ना? That depends from question to question, and that we'll be discussing later, not today. But yes, that is possible, and that is there in the questions in CAT. In the previous years, you will find there has been questions like that. इसमें तीन variables की equation है. For example, जैसे मुझे फिर से वो आदित्य मुंशी याद आ रहा है. तो CAT में ऐसे क्वेश्चन आए हैं कि let's say 3 erasers and maybe 2 pencils and maybe और क्या लेते हैं 7 sharpeners. They cost rupees, maybe I'm just assuming, let's say 49 rupees. ठीक है, let's say 49 rupees. And also given that 7 erasers and 8 pencils and 3 sharpeners, they cost rupees maybe 31. Okay? So now only these two variables, these two equations are given, and question is, what is the cost of 1 eraser, 1 pencil and 1 sharpener? Okay, this is a question for all of you. Can you find this answer fast, please? Let's see. Now there are only two equations of two variables, and so I'm not asking you value of each of the variables separately. I'm asking you the value of this expression. So what will be the cost of 1 eraser, 1 pencil and 1 sharpener? And it's an easy question. It's an easy question. Adarsh, that you can plot as we have just plotted there. You can check it yourself. And yes, what Ayushman is saying, that is perfectly fine because of the power 1. Yes, excellent. Not each cost 8 rupees, Jatin. It's combined cost of the three things. That would be 8. That's true. How to solve this? Now I'm having only two equations. Okay, what can you observe? Please tell me. I can see less number of answers here. Atharva, that's not correct. Yes, exactly, Ayushman. Good. Just add both the equations. Yes, just add them. Devansh, that will be discussed later. That's not part of the today's class. That was the thing just we discussed in the previous question, no? Devansh? Yes, Sanjog, that's perfectly fine. Just add both the equations, exactly. So basic thing is that only we need to observe. We need to observe how we can solve it. See, तीन variables की तीन तो equation दी नहीं है, right? अगर तीन equation दी होती, then we could have tried to find out the value of each of them and then put the values here to get the answer. But right now I am having only two equations. तो इन दो equations से कैसे solve कर सकते हैं? How we can solve? Yes, that's as Ananya is asking, how do we know that we should add? You need to open your eyes, Ananya. That is the only way. You need to be little bit more vigilant. That's what I mentioned earlier also. ना सिर्फ formulae रट लें, ये रट लें, वो रट लें, that is not going to help. You need to be vigilant. That's what CAT demands. So if you see here, the sum of the coefficients for all the variables, that is same, isn't it? 3 plus 7 is 10, right? 2 plus 8 is again 10. Same way, 7 plus 3 is again 10. So if I add these two equations, what I'm going to get? 10 times E, 10 times P, 10 times S. And as somebody mentioned earlier, I can take out 10 common, isn't it? So let me write here. So this is, if I'm taking 10 common, so it is 10 times E, and then there was 10 P, and then also we are having 10 S. So I'm taking 10 common. So this total sum is coming out to be sum of these two, which is 80. So if this 10 groups cost 80, so each group would be costing how much? That is 8 rupees. So that was the right answer. Many of you already were able to figure it out, right? That was an easy question again, but this could be very tricky for many, है ना? So there is a same question, but that same question can be easy for many of the students, and it could be really tough for many again, right? So it depends upon your preparation, right? It depends upon how much, again, vigilant you are, how minutely you are able to see the given information. ठीक है ना? हाँ, similar question must be there. Yes, Shreya, that's true. And this is from previous CAT only. I've just changed the values right now. But yes, that's a similar question you will find in so many places. Is it fine? Devansh, that's what I'm saying. It's not that we can solve it every time. In this case, अगर मैं 3, 7 सब जगह equal नहीं बनाता, कुछ अलग होता, then it may not be able to solve also. हमेशा solve हो जाएगा ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है, right? So always remember this one thing: we cannot solve everything. I repeat, listen carefully. We cannot solve everything, but still we can solve many things, and that's what CAT wants us. CAT doesn't want us to solve everything, you know. In just this year CAT only, I also took the exam, and many teachers and many people appear in the exam. So it was very simple test, but while solving, I was doing at leisure. But believe me, I just answered, I think, around 10-12 questions out of 22 questions. मैंने कहा आराम से करते हैं, छोड़ो क्या जल्दी है. But even that question, that gave me more than around 99.99 percentile. I think 99.98, I guess. I don't remember exactly. So just 10-12 questions. So that means CAT also doesn't want you to solve every question. That's not required. ठीक है ना? So we need to be selective. We need to understand how we can answer the questions in a better way. ठीक है? Are you getting it? Okay. Yes, need to have sharp observation. Exactly, Pragati. And for that purpose, practice is required. Yes, and it's an easy question. Yes, I'm not saying it's a difficult question, but it's not easy for everyone. That is also the point. Okay? So more you are prepared, more you are practiced, you are going to find the things easier. And that's what iQuanta does. अगर वो भाई साहब चले गए हैं, आदित्य जी, मुंशी जी पूछ रहे थे, why iQuanta? So let me tell to all of you, आ गए ना आदित्य मुंशी जी? हाँ. So Munshi ji, you were asking why iQuanta. So that's what I was explaining. That practice is the key, and that's the key point of iQuanta. That it keeps you make practice. It repeatedly you have to practice more sessions, more questions, more tests, more ye, more wo, so many things. That is the main thing. But again, that rests upon you whether you take part in that practice or not. है ना? Some people may skip out. मुझसे नहीं होता है ना, कई लोग ऐसे निकल सकते हैं, है ना? So it depends entirely on you. But iQuanta really provides you a great opportunity to practice, I have been in this field of teaching for CAT and other MBA exams for more than 20 years now, and I have worked with many institutes, offline, online, many things. So, but the rigorous practice which is provided in iQuanta, I know this iQuanta since its inception on the Facebook group. I was also having my individual Facebook group at that time, and when this group was started for iQuanta, it was having some other name earlier. So, but I'm seeing that. So this practice, this passion for practice, so that is the major thing which you are going to have in iQuanta, provided you take the benefit of it. Okay, okay, आगे चलते हैं. भाई साहब CAD मानिया जी पूछ रहे हैं, what is pre-class? It is just overview of the topic. So we are having a quant topic. Along with that, we are having a glimpse of the CAT program we are going to get in iQuanta. ठीक है? I'm able to solve easy questions, but I get stuck in difficult one. So don't go to difficult one, Harsha. No need. First, be highly practiced in the questions which you are going to do, which you are able to solve. You will see yourself that how your capability is gradually increasing, right? How your capability is gradually increasing. You will see yourself. Now, don't immediately get stuck in the tough questions. For the time being, you can leave them. Okay? Yes, this is problem for everyone. Not Ankit, not only for you. It's problem for everyone. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. So there are some equations. Please answer fast. There are two easy questions again. Please answer fast. There are again examples for equation in one variable. 7x is 56. Answer the first one. What is the value of x? अरे ब्रेन टीजर्स में फंसना अच्छी बात है सोहम. It's not bad thing. अच्छी बात है. Okay, yes, the answer of the first one is 8. That's an easy question. 7x is 56, so we can find the value of x easily. And I don't think that anyone would be having problem in this first one, right? Second one, 3x plus 4 is 16, then x is equal to. We have already done the similar question. Yes, it is 4. अरे दीप सील भैया अच्छा सेकंड का बोल रहे हैं आप 4. That's fine. So second question answer is 4. Yes. Is it fine? Okay. Fall in love with CSC, sir. Let me tell you, everyone. Let me tell for all everyone. Many of you are telling that कि easy question हो जाते हैं, difficult में अटक जाते हैं, and somebody else also mentioned about TSD also right now. See और speed कुछ ने brain teasers के बारे में बोला, brain teasers में अटक जाते हैं. Initially somebody was telling about LRDI में अटक जाते हैं. So there would be many things जहाँ पे आप अटक जाते हो. There would be many things. तो उनमें अटकने में problem नहीं है. But don't judge yourself on the basis of those questions. I repeat, don't judge yourself. Don't make an opinion for yourself on the basis of those questions जो आप immediately नहीं कर पाए. अरे they are making you learn something, isn't it? Take them as the learning opportunities. You are going to learn something out of them now. ठीक है ना? So in this practice phase, you are going to face all kind of situations. So, but don't be overconfident and don't be over demotivated, isn't it? Okay. Yes, everyone has their shortcomings, and we have opportunity to overcome them. Okay, the linear equation part is easier. We have seen a few questions. Sometimes we are having word problems also there, right? But before going to word problems, I'm moving to this two variables part. So in two variables, we have system of linear equations, right? So generally we have two equations with two variables. Then we can see that whether two equations will have a unique solution or no solution or many solutions, right? So I'm sure many of you are familiar with that. So when we have system of linear equations, so in general there are three cases. So most of you must be already knowing that. I'm just repeating them, and you please correct me and confirm. So if we are having one equation a1x plus a b1y equals c1, that is one linear equations. Here a1 b1 c1, they are the constants values here, and x and y are the variables. ठीक है, जैसे आपने पहले हमने 2x 3y कुछ लिया था, same way right now I'm writing a1x plus b1y equals to c1, and the other linear equation is a2x plus b2y equals to c2. Remember in the previous example which I took from your comments only, तो जो linear equation है, if I plot this, so what will be the shape of its graph? Can you tell me? इसका ग्राफ कैसा बनने वाला है? A linear equation, linear बनेगा, right? Straight line बनने वाला है. So if we are having straight line, so this straight line may be something like this. This is also a straight line. It may be something like this. This is a case possible, right? So both these straight lines may intersect at one point. Is that possible? Yes. Okay. Can it be possible that these two straight lines are parallel to each other? They do not intersect anywhere. That is also a possible case. And the third situation possible is that both the straight lines overlap each other. They overlap each other, right? So these are the three different situations which gives rise to the three system of equations, basically three different kind of solutions. So in this case, we are going to have unique solution, right? In this case, we are going to have unique solution. Unique solution means there is exactly one pair of x and y which satisfy both the equations, right? There is exactly one pair of the variables here x and y which satisfy both the equations. In this case, there is no value of x and y which is going to satisfy both the equations together. So there are no solutions, right? There are no solutions. The equations are inconsistent. They can't be true together, right? They can't be true together. And in this case, what is going to happen? There are infinitely many solutions, right? Because the equations are same basically. They are coincident lines. They are overlapping each other. So they are having infinitely many solutions. Okay, how do we get to know this? Do we need to draw the equations? Then we can get this. That is a possible way. But without that also, just by seeing the coefficients, we can determine that what is going to be the scenario with this particular system of equation. So what is the condition? So let's write that. So we are going to have unique solution. We are going to have unique solution कब? जब जो ratio of coefficients है a1 by a2 and b1 by b2 that is not equal, right? So this first case is when a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. If that is the case, in that case always we are going to get a unique solution. Fine. In this case always we are going to get a unique solution. Is that clear? That's the first case. Now in second situation, so when these two are going to be parallel, so it is going to be parallel when these ratios a1 by a2 and b1 by b2 they are equal to each other. So if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but what about c1 by c2? It is not equal. It is not equal to c1 by c2. So in that case, what is going to happen? So this a1 a2 ratio is equal to b1 by b2 ratio, but it is not equal to ratio of c1 by c2. In that case, these two lines are going to be parallel lines and there are going to be no solutions, no simultaneous solutions. Yes, Reet. So in x and y same for both. Yes, x and y variables here, Reet. So we need to find the value of those variables. The coefficients are different, but variables are same. So we need to see क्या x और y की same value दोनों को satisfy करेगी क्या? So that was the case here. So if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then you are going to get same values of x and y, which will satisfy, right? But in this case, when a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but not equal to the ratio of these constant terms c1 by c2, in that case lines are parallel and यहां पर x और y की कोई वैल्यू नहीं होगी जो दोनों को सेटिस्फाई कर दे, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल लेट मी टेक एन एग्जांपल हियर. इन द सेकंड केस अगर मैं आपको बोलता हूं 2x plus 3y equal 5, that's one equation. ठीक है जी, that's one equation. And second case maybe 4x plus 6y equals 20. Now tell me, what kind of equations would these be? Will they give you unique solution or will they give you no solution? What do you say? Muskan, not necessary. That's not required, Muskan. Maybe or may not be. Yes, it is second case, no solution. कैसे पता लगा? You can check the ratios, right? The ratio of coefficient of x is 1 by 2. This is also 1 by 2. But here it is 1 by 4. They are parallel lines, exactly. They are parallel lines. ठीक है ना? So it is quite easily evident. It's not a difficult thing. And as I said, we are just taking an overview, and all these things you have done till your 10th class mathematics. See, those who are considering themselves not that good at mathematics or quant part, so I would suggest to all of you, whether you have joined iQuanta or not, that doesn't matter. By the way, it's your choice. So, but you should certainly be good in mathematics till your 10th standard. अगर आपने 10th तक का मैथ स्कूल में अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ा था, तो now this is the time, right now this is the time कि आप 10th तक के मैथ्स को just use your NCERT books only and be very good at that. Be very good at that. That is very much required, and that is going to be really very, very helpful because that is the basis. So if that base is not strong, then it is very difficult to move further. As many of you are saying कि easy question हो जाते हैं, मुश्किल नहीं होते हैं, or we get stuck in difficult questions and like that. So that is just because of that your base is not good enough. So to make that base good enough, so 10th class तक का math आपका अच्छा होना चाहिए, ठीक है? And for that your NCERT books, and for that purpose only we created that non-engineering quant module in this here iQuanta here. So but your 10th class books, they are sufficient, ठीक है ना? So that is very much essential. Anyway, in this coming to third case now. So in this third case, what is required? We want the two equations effectively same, right? तभी तो overlap करेंगी ना. So mathematically the ratio of coefficients would become same for all these constant parts. So a1 by a2 would be equal to b1 by b2, and it would also be equal to c1 by c2. So that is the third case. ठीक है ना? So these three are the basic cases of linear equations in two variables. Is it fine? Yes, certainly, Himank, certainly. Did it find this point? So this was just basic introduction about the system of linear equations. So we have discussed the three possible cases here. In this first case, unique solution, you are going to get exactly one value of x and y which is going to satisfy both the equations. In this case, there are no equations, no values of the variables which can satisfy both the equations together. You can find individually infinite solutions for the first one, individual solutions for the second one. But there is not a single solution which will satisfy both of them together. That's why these equations are called inconsistent also, right? There will not be any solution, no solutions. And when two equations are overlapping each other, that is called infinitely many solutions, right? There are infinitely many solutions. And when it is going to happen? When effectively ratio of all these coefficients is same. ठीक है? Okay. Vatsal, I gave the example here. In the last part, equations are same basically. So अगर मैं example लिखूंगा तो मान लो इसी को लिखता हूँ, तो it would be something like this: 2x plus 3y equals 5, and the other case may be 4x plus 6y equals 10. So what do you feel here? Are they parallel? No, they are exactly same equations. And the ratio of coefficient is same. So 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So for these two equations, so whatever solution you write for the first equation, that is valid for the second one also. So graphically, they are going to be overlapping lines or coincident lines. And mathematically, they are going to have infinitely many common solutions. ठीक है? No, Indian, there is no harm there. Okay, let me give you a brief overview of this flow chart here. How in iQuanta we take students, we proceed students in their preparation, we help them. So this is step one here. Everyone be here now with me. So I'm going to give you this brief overview of the entire product here, which we are going to provide to you. In the step 1, as you enroll in our iQuanta course, so this is the first part, as I already mentioned about this ingenious VARC, this is how to crack verbal part. There's a set of pre-recorded videos for the very basic part. So as I already mentioned that sometimes you feel कि मुझे आता है ना, लेकिन मैं अटक जाता हूँ. It means your basics are not that good. So to clear those basics, to become really better in that, so we created this ingenious VARC module, and it is really very good and specifically prepared for those students who consider themselves weak. क्या पता उतने weak ना हो जितना उनको लगता है, right? But this is really very effective. Ingenious VARC and same way non-ingenious QA. So, and regarding LRDI, some of you were asking about. So in LRDI also, the basic is your mathematical ideas only, right? So because जितने भी LR हैं या DI हैं, उसमें जो भी calculative part है, that is based on your quant part only. So if you go through all this part simultaneously, I have already mentioned about that, as per your requirement, it is not compulsory for everyone, but it is a good resource. Even those who are good at mathematics or who are good at verbal, they can also derive some benefit from these two modules here. Okay? These you are going to find in your dashboard, and then you can see them. Okay, after that you are going to have live classes. So there will be how many live classes? So 4, 6, 8, depending upon the batch, when your batch is starting, and accordingly you will be getting a weekly schedule, and you will be having regular live classes. Live classes is just like now we are having interacting together, and I'm seeing you through the comments here. I'm replying to your comments. So like that, there will be live classes. You will be able to see the faculty. You will be able to interact with the faculty. You will be able to ask your doubts and all the things. That is a live session, live classes. And other than that, after that, we are having application classes, right? So I guess right now the students who have already enrolled in 25 batch, so they have not experienced this application classes yet, not many as much, I guess. So, but now afterwards you will be getting these application classes almost after every live class. After every live class, this will be an application class. So in this application class, whatever concepts you have understood, you have learned in a live class, that you are going to revise, you are going to apply them in solving questions. As I was talking about, that iQuanta make you practice. आप चाहे प्रैक्टिस करना चाहो या ना करना चाहो, iQuanta repeatedly makes you practice and जितना आप उसके अंदर अपने आप को घिसाओगे, है ना, जितना आप उसको अपने आप को फंसाओगे, है ना, जितना उसमें आप अपने आप को लगा दोगे, तो you are going to derive the immense benefit, because in the application classes, all the theory part will be revised, it will be applied in the questions, and you will be getting a good number of questions which you will be solving on your own. So इसमें पहले आपको question दिया जाता है, then you get some time to solve it, and then it is discussed, and then some alternate ways also may be there. So like that, quickly, many number of questions are done by all the students together online. So that is really very helpful tool. And there are many students I know that who have derived immense benefit only from these application classes. These are really very nice thing. So this is live classes and application classes. They will be going on together simultaneously. And after that, you are going to have this dashboard assignments. Somebody was asking, after a live class, how many questions should I do? So this practice class or application class is already there, in which you are solving questions. After that, these are the dashboard assignment which you are supposed to solve on your own. ये आपको खुद से solve करनी होती है. You are going to get enough dashboard assignments, and after that again you are going to have some practice sessions which are again like live classes. So but in these practice sessions only questions are solved. There are no theory part, no concepts discussion, only questions. Through questions concepts may be revised, but mainly the objective is practice of the questions, practice of the topics which you have already covered in your live class and application class. ठीक है ना? So these are the practice classes. And after that, again, you get 50 CAT level questions on all the topics, every topic. Once the topic is over, you are getting a dashboard assignment. Then you are also getting this 50 CAT level questions on our portal there. And finally, in the end, we have CAT level marathons. So in marathons are again the live sessions in which a faculty will be making you work hard. So there is immense practice. So that's what you are going to get. So those who have already joined, let me repeat. So your regular classes, your regular all this structure will be commencing very soon by the end of January. And those who are just still thinking, you can take your call. ठीक है ना? Yes, Lalit. Yes. These assignments will be there on the website, and these live sessions will be on your group. And what else? That's it. Application classes will also be in the group only. Fine. Okay. Lalit is writing something. Write the statement as an equation. A number increased by 8 equals 15. अरे a number increased by 8 equals 15. तो नंबर में 8 बढ़ा दो तो 15 बन जाएगा ना. You want me to write equation for this? Okay. So हम दिन में कितना घंटा लगाना पड़ेगा for a working professional? So हम there will be 2 hours live class and 2 hours application class. So this 4 hours is minimum. This 4 hours is minimum, and after that also you are having a lot of assignments and all of things. So that's up to you. But this 4 hours will be there. ठीक है? And that will not be also daily. In between you will be getting a break of 1 or 2 days. So I think out of 1 week 7 days, उसमें से आपको 5-6 दिन तो ऐसा करना होगा. Again, it depends upon when you are joining, है ना? At what moment you are joining. So it's better to join as soon as possible so that you have enough time. Okay, what about the doubts? Yes, good question. Good question. What about the doubts? Let me proceed further. Now that is a doubt part. 24/7 doubt solving in iQuanta CAT course. So many of you might already be the part of our Facebook groups. So those who have joined, so you get a separate group in which there is now 24/7 doubt solving. So we have a team there. We have a team of separate faculties, not only that faculties you are teaching in classes. Other than that also we have a dedicated team of a good number of doubt solvers, and they are some of the students also, right? And there are some of the good faculties also. So there are many, there are content development team, there are so many persons involved in that. So they are always 24/7, even in the night also, midnight also, if you post it out, so that is solved very fast. And here are some of the comments also you can read. So there are some very nice comments. Time it takes for light to reach on earth from sun is 8 minutes. But time it takes for iQuanta to solve CAT students' doubts is less than 8 minutes. These are some of the comments written by students. Anyway, so the point is that again, जैसा मैंने आपको पहले ही बोला था कि in iQuanta enough practice is given, and simultaneously this doubt solving feature, this is also a unique feature you don't get at much places, right? It's very difficult. Physically, it's very difficult to clear your doubts. But in this online platform and with a group, with a large pool of students, it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting, and it is a very backbone of iQuanta. Basically, it's 24/7 live doubt solving. And see, we are having this nice results also from this year CAT only. This is a student. I don't know whether you are able to see properly or not. This is Pradeep Kumar Puchala, scored 99.75 percentile in his very first attempt. And I don't know whether you are able to read. Let me read it for you. He says, this was my first attempt at the CAT, and I began my coaching journey with iQuanta in the first week of August. इसने last year August में join किया था, है ना? I had no idea where or how to start, but iQuanta provided the perfect guidance, resources, strategies to help prepare effectively. A special thanks to Jeet Singh sir for his constant motivation and invaluable advice during my low moments. And if you are able to see, he got good percentile in all the sections. 97.7 in verbal, DILR 98.04, quantitative 99.90, and overall 99.75. This is the first attempt only. Right? Around 10,000 students were there, as I know. हाँ, पेड़ आप मत कीजिएगा भाई ललित कुमार जी. Okay. So this is also one more student. Anirudh Singh from iQuanta quitting job from PwC to score 99.89 percentile, and again in all the sections he performed nicely there. And there are many such. You can see many. Mridul Tiwari, he was also our last year student. So have taken CAT for 3 years in a row. 3 साल CAT दिया उसने, but this year he got 99.98 percentile. He was with iQuanta, and that's his testimonial here. And 30,000 plus IM calls from iQuanta CAT course. See, this is not paid. This is not paid thing. You already have so many. You can see it live on your Facebook groups. Anyway, okay, coming back to, let's continue what we were discussing. I hope you have got the idea. So what you are going to get in our iQuanta course. So those who have already joined, So rest assured, you are on the right track. And those who are still thinking, so you can make up your minds. Fine. Okay. So method of solving system of linear equations. So now we have just discussed that whenever we are having two linear equations or two variables, so then we are going to have three kind of things, right? So unique solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. But अगर unique solution है, तो how to solve them? How to solve them? Christy, little bit more time. So we are going to discuss few more things. Okay. Anything else? Like last year my graduation attendance is strictly mandatory. So we have to wait for this. India, you can see. As I already mentioned that our classes are in the evening time, as like this one only 7 to 9. So generally the class timings are 7 to 9, and after that practice session, that application classes are 10 to 12 in midnight. So it depends upon you how much you can stretch, how much time you can make available. So all live sessions are recorded. So if you are not able to attend live, you can see them afterwards also. You are not missing anything basically. In application classes also, live classes also, everything is there. So it's better that to attend live. And if it is difficult to manage, that's a good thing. You will get a hand-on practice, hand-on experience how to manage the things. Okay. Anyway, so we shall take these things up later. So yes, material I already provided. We are going to get a practice questions. That assignments would be there in the regarding theory part. You will be getting iQuanta books also. Yes, that part was not mentioned there. iQuanta books also will be getting that. Okay. You will be having more sessions for that. We are having any like that ask me anything sessions, AMA, right? Just regarding admissions and all, you can get more ideas. If you have any queries, you can use our Facebook group also. You can mail them, you can chat on WhatsApp, you can message on Facebook also. Anyway, so coming back to the topic now. So what are the solving methods? How to solve? Methods of solving system of linear equations. So these are the three different methods. Method of elimination, method of substitution, and methods of cross multiplication, right? So again, they are from your up to 10th standard only. And most important and most used generally are this elimination and substitution. Most of the times we use these methods. How we can eliminate one of the variables, right? Or we can substitute the value of one of the variables into another equation. That's how we can solve them. Okay, so let's see how much you already know. So there's an example. So this is the first question. First, just solve this first question. Solve 3x plus 4y is 7 and 4x plus 9y is 13. You have to find the values of x and y. You have to solve the values of x and y. Harsha, that depends upon the course. Yes, it is included in the course. It is included in the course depending upon which course you are opting for. You can, I think you can take only books also. That is also there. And you can purchase our course which includes books also. So that's there. Krishna, it is difficult to manage to solve doubts without audio option. I don't understand, Krishna. King Gamer, that is not included in today's session, but yes, that is also covered in the further classes. Yes, Lalit, of course, these YouTube sessions are mainly for promotion only, isn't it? You can say like that, it's okay. We are giving you a glimpse that what you are going to get. Answer the first one fast. Yes, okay. Himank Gupta is saying 1-1. Yes, excellent, excellent. Vivek, it is scheduled to be up to 9, right? So we'll see how much we can cover. Yes, 1-1 is the right answer. See, how did you solve it? Lalit express the equation x is equal to 3y. X equals to 3y. ऐसा कैसे आया? In the form of x is... अच्छा, you are asking another question. अरे first solve this one ना. King Gamer, answer the question. You don't want to learn and you just or keep on talking and talking. How will it help? So please answer the question. So solve 3x plus 4y is 7 and 4x plus 9y is 13. So how to solve? So many of you have already answered that x1, y1, that's true. So how to solve? So we can use elimination. So in elimination, what do? So we try to eliminate one of the variables. So how we can eliminate one of the variables? By making its coefficient same, right? Then we can subtract them. So for example, let me write it again. So it is 3x plus 4y equals 7. And दूसरा इक्वेशन है हमारे पास 4x plus 9y equals 13. But right now, both variables have different coefficients, right? So how to eliminate? क्या करना पड़ेगा? So we need to make their coefficient same. So अभी किसका coefficient same बनाए? That's our choice only. So what we can do? So let's say if I'm making coefficient of x same, so here it is 3, here it is 4. So what is the least number which is multiple of both 3 and 4? That is 12, right? That is LCM. LCM of 3 and 4, that is 12. So that means if I multiply this equation by 4, it will become 12x. Same way, I need to multiply this equation with 3 so that this also becomes 12x, and then we can easily subtract. ठीक है ना? Okay, let's do that. So ऐसा करते हैं, इस वाली इक्वेशन को पहले लिख लेते हैं. So this is going to be 12x plus 3 times 9, that is 27y, equals 3 times 13, that is 39, right? And here it is going to be 4 times 3, that is, I'm writing it here. So 4 times 3, that is 12x again. 4 times 4, that is 16y. And 4 times 7 is how much? It is 28. Is it fine? I hope it is clear. That's a very basic thing. And now, that was our purpose, to eliminate one of the variables. So now if I subtract the second equation from the first one, so this 12x minus 12x, that would be cancelled. Now this 27y minus 16y, it would be 11y, right? And same way 39 minus 28 is how much? Again 11. You can very easily see that y comes out to be 1. Right? And now we can easily put this value back in any of the equations. So that will be substituting the value of y in any one of them. We will get the value of x as well. Let me put this value of y here. So what we are going to get, that 4x plus 9 times 1, 9 times 1, which is 9 only, that is 13, which means 4x is 13 minus 9, that is 4, which gives you x equals to 1. So we got the answer x and y both as 1. ठीक है ना? That was very basic way, simple way. It's elimination. Elimination तो लिखा है भाई. अरे हाँ, this was the method. Fine. So basically we were removing one of the variables. अभी x को remove करना है या y को करना है, that's is fine. Right? There is no difficulty in that. So right now I have cancelled out the coefficient of x. I have made the coefficient of x equal and removed that, eliminated that. Or you could have done otherwise also. You could have equated the coefficient of y also. That is also a way. Okay. Highest Karthikeya, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. Now, is there any other way to answer this question? Is there any other way? Somebody was asking, Shravani was asking, can there be some shortcut? Similarly, you can answer second one. I think you are writing answer for second one also. That's perfectly fine. Mansi, Snehal, Shrestha, Kiran, Diksha, Muskan, good. Oh, I understood, Krishna, but But still, in many students, it won't be feasible, na, practically. Right now, see, in the comments also, it is, there are so many students. So sometimes some questions, some students' query may be unanswered. It may feel like that. But anyway, that can also be considered in future. I will take your point. Okay, any other way we can use here? Any suggestion? It's the easiest way, right? Very nice, Lalit. I think you are here for this purpose only. Adarsh, we have just eliminated one of the variables. अभी मुझे बताओ, अभी right now I multiplied this 3 with 4 so that it becomes 12x, and same way I multiplied 4 with 3 so that it becomes 12x, and we can eliminate that because it is equal now. So can we equate the coefficient of y as well? Can we equate the coefficient of y as well? Now tell me everyone, what can we multiply in these two equations to equate the coefficient of y? यहाँ पे coefficient of y 4 है, here it is 9. So what we can do with that? Is it possible or not? Yes, it is possible. कैसे करना पड़ेगा? So इस 4 को 9 से multiply कर लो, so that it becomes 4 into 9 36. Same way इस 9 वाली equation को 4 से multiply कर लो, right? And we can follow the similar steps as we did earlier. Yes, Jatin. Yes, Adarsh, that's what you need to think, na? That's what I'm saying. What is my objective? Why we are multiplying in the first place? Our objective is to make the coefficient same so that we can eliminate one of the variables. हम एक variable को हटा दें, right? So that हम एक variable को हटा दें. That's the objective. So that's how you will think कि किससे multiply करना है. So as I was saying, here it is y, coefficient of y is 4. Here coefficient of y is 9. तो 4 और 9 का least common multiple कौन सा है? ऐसा नंबर जो 4 की टेबल में भी आए, 9 की टेबल में भी आए. Of course, that is the least common multiple, which is 36. तो 4 को 9 से multiply करना होगा, 9 को 4 से. So I need to multiply this entire equation with 9 and this entire equation with 4. And again, we can follow the similar steps, and of course, the answer is going to be same. So basic point was that how to eliminate one of the variables. That was one of the ways. Okay. Any faster solution? Somebody was asking, as somebody is writing now also. So can we do something else? That's what I was asking. Can we do something else here? 3x plus 4y is 7. So another way could be substitution. We can substitute also. This was easier way. This is easier method. This is not faster. But anyhow, can we think of something else? Now it is faster or not, that you need to decide. But can we do something else? Yes. What we can do? I can substitute one of the variables in directly here. Let's say in this first equation, I'm writing it again. It is 3x plus 4y equals 7. Right? It is 3x plus 4y equals to 7. From here, if I find the value of x, so what it is going to be? It is 3x would be equal to 7 minus 4y. I can write it like this. And I can find the value of x from here also. X comes out to be 7 minus 4y upon 3. Yes or no? That becomes the value of x. Now, if I put this value of x in the second equation, I'm going to have a linear equation in one variable. Yes or no? Yes, but that would be longer method. Exactly, Christy. That was my point. So that's you have to decide which is easier in a particular case, but what different ways can we do that? We should become we should be aware about that. है ना? That we should be aware. Okay. Yes, it is not going to be easier than that. So this is the first case which we did. That is certainly better here. Or otherwise, just by seeing these equations also, it is very easily visible. If you see 3 plus 4, 7, 4 plus 9, 13. So it clearly tells that 1, 1 is the answer. I repeat, listen what I am saying. Just by seeing these two equations, it is quite easily evident, visible here that 3 plus 4 is 7, 4 plus 9 is 13. Yes or no? That immediately indicates that 1, 1 is a solution. Fine? Okay. Others we have discussed different ways. Now, which will be easier in a particular case, that we need to decide. That we need to decide always. Like this last case I was just telling, it is clearly visible. 3 plus 4 is 7, 4 plus 9 13. That may not be applicable every time. But right now here it was visible. Ananya, that's what we are saying. See again. 3 plus 4 is 7. So if I put x1, y1, it satisfies. It satisfies. Same way, putting x1, y1, 4 plus 9, 13, that also satisfies. So in this particular set, it is quite easily visible here that 1, 1 will be a solution, right? But it may not be case always. So that's why I said we need to know the different ways we can approach, and then we are to decide in that question that what would be better work. And that's the purpose of practice. Highest any set we discussed now this na. So x is that much. If I put this value here, let's put it here. So it will be 4x. So 4 times 7 minus 4y upon 3 plus 9y equals 13. So I've just substituted the value of x in the second equation. So this is a now linear equation in only one variable, that is y. Y is the only variable now. But we are having fraction now. Now to remove this fraction, it's better to multiply entire thing by 3. Multiply entire thing by 3. Right, so what would be the result? So this 3 would be cancelled here. So it is 4 times 7, that is 28, minus 4 times 4, that is 16y, and this 9y into 3, that is plus 27y, that is equal 13 times 3, that is 39. ठीक है ना? So 27 minus 16 is 11y. And this 39 minus 28 would be 11. That gives you y equals 1. And you can plug in this value back here. So y equals to 1. So 7 minus 4, 3. 3 by 3. X is also equal to 1. That's it. Okay. So same way you can find the answer to the second question also. I'm moving further now. Yes. Okay, moving further, this we already discussed, substitution also. Now this, yes, forming equation. Now let's take an example for this one. Some of you were mentioning that it was difficult to frame equations. Now this is a question where you are to frame equations. So please read this statement carefully and find the answer. Now it's a word problem. Equation is not given here. You need to create the equation. Pratik, that is homework for you. Second equation was homework for you. Lalit, we already have too many things. Right now, I can see your equation, what you are writing. But I don't think what is the doubt here. So that we can take up later, not now. I'm not ignoring. I can see a lot of comments by you here. CAT is considered a parent exam for all of the exams India in. In terms of syllabus, it is almost similar with all other exams. And regarding pattern, there are slight differences in all the exams. So, but CAT is considered the parent exam. If you are preparing for CAT, then more or less you are also already prepared for other exams as well. Okay, anyway, answer this. I can see a lot of answers. Okay, let me see. It says Anita used half of her money in buying tomatoes. So how much money she is having? That is a question basically, right? How much money is left with Anita? That is a question. So, but it is mentioned initially Anita had 60 rupees with her. So that becomes very easy now, right? That becomes very easy now. There is no need to write equation. Directly we can work with values, right? So Anita used half of her money in buying tomatoes. So total money is 60, initial money is 60. Can you tell me how much she spent on tomatoes? How much she spent in tomatoes? Half of 60, right? Half of her money in buying tomatoes. So 30 rupees are spent, right? So what is balance? What is balance? 30. Anyway, and 1/3 in transportation. So 1/3 of what? It's not of the balance. It's of total only. Transportation, it is 1/3. So 1/3 of 60 would be 20. So she spent 50 rupees. What is remaining? 60 minus 50, that is 10. Isn't it? Aryan, cross multiplication method is again lengthier. That's the general method. The general method in classes 11th and 12th, it is taught in the terms of determinants and matrices. So as we wrote equation in terms of variables, now a1x plus b1y equals to c1, like that. So accordingly, the coefficients by multiplication of cross multiplication of variables, the constants there, so we can find out the answers. But it is again a lengthier method, not faster. That's why I'm leaving it for the while. But that is also a method. Okay, so yes, answer is correct. So 10 is the right answer, and it was a very simple thing, right? There is a very simple thing here. Now, there was no need of making equation even because the initial value was given. Okay, suppose this initial expression is not given. Yeah, let it be x. Let initial amount be x. Then what would be the expression? Can you write? So the initial amount is x. Half of money is spent in buying tomatoes. So x by 2 is spent in tomatoes, right? That is a spent money. And what else? So 1/3 in transportation. That is 1/3 of the total money. If total money is x, so then that much money is spent, right? So this is the amount remaining now. So how much money is left with Anita? So this would be remaining, because in this question this x was given to be 60. We directly put the values and got the answer. ठीक है ना? Yes, exactly, Pratik, that's fine. Vivek, 20 by 50. 20 50 कहाँ है भाई? अच्छा, total, अरे this is total यार. 30 plus 20 is 50 ना? What else? 30 plus 20, total 50 rupees she has spent. It's not 20 by 50. So she has spent x by 2 amount on tomatoes, half the amount, and 1/3 of the amount on transportation. So remaining is balance. So if total value is known to us, we directly put the values and we got the answer. That was again easy question. Okay, but many will think that yes, that's true, India. So that's why I said it is not mentioned here कि 1/3 of the balance. It is not mentioned here, right? It is not mentioned कि 1/3 of the balance. So that's why we need to be clear regarding these word problems, that what is written there. So in the word problem, sometimes question may include that कि 1/3 of the balance is being spent in transportation, but it is not mentioned here. It is mentioned 1/3 in transportation. That's it. So half money in tomatoes and 1/3 in this. How much is left? That is the only thing. ठीक है? Okay. Let's move further. Another question. Another one now. Fast. Lalit, personally, I don't like formulas. And by the way, there is no formula so far here. Not required. No, Shikhar, no PDF is required. The video will be there always with you. If you want any questions, you can always refer to that session. But no PDF is provided. Okay, I'm getting two different answers, three different answers rather. Vivek says 3 and 8, Aryan 6 1, Anichet or Aniket, what is it is? It is 14 5, 1 6, 49. Please recheck. There are different answers. Of course, not every answer can be correct here. See, that is the beauty of this topic. You can recheck your answer whether it satisfies the given condition. Let me see. Many of you writing 14.5 answer which I can see here. 10.4 is one answer. And what else? 14.9 is one answer. 6.1, most of you are 3 and 8, Vivek was saying initially. 8 and 3. 6 and 1, most of you are writing. 1.4. 1.4. 1.4 तो नहीं होगा. There is a gap of 5 years, na? There is a gap of 5 years. Okay. Okay. ठीक है. Most of you are writing 6 and 1. That's perfectly fine. Let's see. As I was saying, you can check yourself, na? You can check yourself. First thing is that Ram is 5 years younger than Rahim. Okay. Please everyone focus here and tell me one thing. It says Ram is 5 years younger than Rahim. तो राम जो है वो 5 साल छोटा है रहीम से, right? Is this statement present day statement or it was applicable in the past also and will it be applicable in future also? Please tell me. Ram is 5 years younger than Rahim. ये statement आज valid है, right? Because it is Ram is presently बोला हुआ है. Will it be valid in future also? Yes or no? Always applicable. Exactly. So that is the key point in this question. Somebody, I think, कोई तो बोल रहा था formulae. There is nothing formulae. It is always applicable. It is just become logical. Just try to become logical. Think logically. So the gap of age between two persons is going to remain constant until both of them are living. ऐसा नहीं किसी का birth ही नहीं हुआ है तो अलग बात है ना. Otherwise, if both of them are living in that era, so the gap of age will remain always same. Right? For example, आपकी और मेरी एज का मान लेते हैं सपोज 10 साल का डिफरेंस है या 20 साल का डिफरेंस है, तो एक साल बाद भी वो 20 साल का रहने वाला है, एक साल पहले भी वो 20 साल का डिफरेंस रहने वाला है, एंड सो ऑन. Isn't it? So it is always going to be valid. So the gap of the age of these two persons is going to be 5 years always. So when you are giving answers like 5.14, is that possible? Not possible. 10.4, is that possible? Not possible. 14.9, maybe. 8.3, maybe. 6.1, maybe. But 4.1, again, not possible. That's how we can easily negate the options. Yes or no? Are you getting it? So that's why it is very important you become logical while answering. And same way while choosing options also. So right now when you gave me these many answers, so these are not possible at all. They need not even checked because that is wrong. Okay. Now let's take the second scenario. It says that 4 years later, 4 साल के बाद, right? After 4 years, Rahim will be twice as old as Ram. Let's check. So after 4 years, what is going to happen? After 4 years, 4 साल के बाद दोनों की एज 4-4 साल बढ़ जाएगी ना. That's what is going to be happen. यही तो होने वाला है ना. Let's see what happens. तो दोनों की एज 4 साल बढ़ जाएगी तो क्या रहीम की एज Rahim will be twice as old as Ram. ऐसा होने वाला है क्या? 14.9. After 4 years, it will be 18, and after 4 years, he is going to be 13. भाई ये 9 थोड़ी रहने वाला है. He is also going to be 13, right? So ये 18 को 9 का डबल थोड़ी ना बनाना था. This is not a valid case, isn't it? Negated. Next one. After 4 years, it is going to be 8 plus 4, 12. And after 4 years, this is going to be 3 plus 4, 7. But 12 is not double of 7. Again, it's wrong. Right? As I said, you can recheck your answer yourself. Why to make a mistake? And now the sixth one, will it satisfy? Let's see. So 6 plus 4 is going to be 10 and 1 plus 4 is going to be 5. Yes, that works. And many of you gave this right answer. So right now I'm just checking your answers. I'm not solving it. Right now I'm just checking your answers. So if suppose for this question, if options are given, then what is the best way to solve? What is the best way to solve? We can always use the options like that. Yes or no? ठीक है ना? अगर इस सवाल में options दिए हुए हैं, just like you gave me the options right now, so the best way is not to solve, just check the options which satisfies, right? But anyway, now let's now I want to solve it. So how to solve? Now that is the next question now. How we can solve it? So solve करने के काफी तरीके हो सकते हैं. Logically you can think in terms of numbers, you can create equations, right? There can be various things. Yes, options is the best way, but if options are not there, we need to find out the exact value. Sometimes in CAT specifically, you get the questions where there are no options. You need to solve them. You need to solve them. So how to solve? So let's see. 4-1 तो negate हो चुका था ना? Who is asking that? Pratik, that was already negated. The gap is 3. So 4-1 is not possible at all. अरे बट उनका गैप 5 साल का है. 10-5 कैसे आएगा? After 4 years, 4 plus 4 it will be 8 and 1 plus 4 it will be 5. ये कैसे होने वाला है? This is not going to be possible. वो तो पहले नेगेट हो गया था ना. Okay, now we can make equation here. Okay, now see here. So we can make equation here. So how we can make equation? So Ram is 5 years younger than Rahim. तो let's say Ram की एज को राम की एज को अगर x मान लेता हूं, if राम की एज, present age is x, this is present age of Ram is x. So can you tell me what is the present age of Rahim? Please fast. I can create equation of 2 variables, but I am trying to write equation of 1 variable only because many of you mentioned that 1 variable की equation solve करना आसान है, तो मैं आसानी बना देता हूं ना. So Rahim की present age क्या होगी? Can you tell me? Yes, it is x plus 5. Good. It is x plus 5. Now after 4 years, दोनों की एज 4 से बढ़ने वाली है, right? It is after 4 years. Future after 4 years. So age of Ram is going to be x plus 4 and age of Rahim is going to be x plus 5 plus 4, that is x plus 9. Yes or no? Is it okay? ठीक है ना? So I'm using 1 variable only right now. ठीक है? There is no need to put 2 variables. There is no need to use 2 variables here. हाँ Pratik, that is not being asked here. That is your GK question. That's your general knowledge. Anyway, so now what is given here? So what is going to happen after 4 years? So Rahim will be twice as old as Ram. That means this value, this age of Rahim should be 2 times that of age of Ram, right? So equation would be that x plus 9, it should be equal to 2 times x plus 4. Yes or no? Right? So that is the only equation we need to solve and it's not difficult at all. So you can easily solve it now. So it comes out to be 2x plus 8. Right? Now I can keep the variables on one side and constant numbers on one side. So 2x minus x. So this is 2x minus x. This x is taken on the left hand other side and this 8 will be taken on the other side. That would be 9 minus 8. So that's it. We got the value. So this x comes out to be 1. This x comes out to be 1 and that x was the present age of Ram. So present age of Ram is 1 year. So this 1 plus 5, present age of Rahim is 6 years. So this 1, 6. So this answer is certainly right. Is it fine? And that same thing India. That will work, no problem. That's true. That's perfectly fine. Is it okay? Okay. Can we avoid making equations here? See, making 2 variables equation is also a way, but वो इससे lengthy होने वाला है थोड़ा सा, right? 2 variables equation ज़्यादा ही बनेगा. Can we avoid making equation? That is my question now. Can we avoid making equations? Yes, that's what I'm saying, Krishna. Good. That's what I'm asking. Can we solve it without variables? मुस्कान 2 variable तो इसको y लिख लो ना. इसको y लिख लो. 2 variable बन गए. This is y plus 4 now. ना उससे क्या फायदा होने वाला है? It's going to be lengthier. So that's not very useful now. But now without using variables, okay, Shreyas is saying use table. Exactly that we already mentioned, Pratik. If options are there, then there is nothing to be done. We can just check the options. Right? If options are there, then that is certainly the first priority, at least in this question. Okay, see, as we discussed in the beginning, that their difference of age is always going to remain same, which is 5 years, right? Now see, so this is age of Rahim, and this is, let's say, Ram. I'm just denoting them by bar graph here, and the difference here is 5. This difference is 5. Is it fine? Is it okay? Are you getting it? So this is the age of Ram, and this is age of Rahim. And Rahim is 5 years elder, or Ram is 5 years younger than the other one. Is it fine? Age gap is constant. Now, see, what do we want? We want that after 4 years, if that is the situation after 4 years, so what do we want? That the age of Rahim should be twice, that of Ram. Let's say 4 साल के बाद मान लो राम की एज अगर x होती तो इसकी एज x plus 5 ही तो होने वाली थी ना, the gap of 5 years. But ये डबल कब होगा? If this x is nothing but equal to 5 only. Yes or no? So no need to write variables even here. Let me remove these variables. Variable की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Just आप इस बात को समझो कि I want this amount to be double of this. तो डबल कब होगा? जितना ये है उतना ही और हो जाए. Right? So whatever is the age of Ram, so the difference must be exactly same way. जितनी भी एज राम की है वो तो इसके पास है ही, तो इसके पास जो एक्स्ट्रा है वो उतना ही हो, राइट? एंड दिस डिफरेंस इज 5 years. दैट मींस जब ये when Ram will be 5 years old, basically when Ram will be 5 years old, at that moment रहीम की एज तो 5 साल ज्यादा है ही ना, तो दैट विल बिकम डबल. सो राम की एज 5 साल कितने साल के बाद होने वाली है? आफ्टर 4 years. 4 years later. That means the present ages are going to be just 1 year less than that. That's it. So it is going to be 5 minus 1, 4, and this is going to be 10 minus 4, that is 6. That's how, even without writing, we can answer this question. Okay? Yes, age gap. So age gap is not going to be double, age gap is same, but that age gap, इसकी वजह से अब रहीम की एज डबल होने वाली थी. दैट मींस एज गैप के अलावा जो राम की एज है वो भी उस एज गैप के इक्वल हो जाएगी, तब एज डबल होगी. दैट वाज द थिंग. यस, रेशो विल नॉट डबल, रेशो तो वही रहने वाली है. हाँ, यस विवेक, यस, वी विल बी जस्ट टचिंग रेशोज आल्सो. सो आई थिंक आफ्टर दैट वी आर मूविंग टू रेशोज पार्ट ओनली. एनीवे, सो वी हैव डिस्कस्ड डिफरेंट वेज हाउ वी कैन सॉल्व. लेट्स मूव फर्दर हियर. So this you already told about. Application class, live interaction class, no need to put time again here. Content relevancy, that's perfectly fine. And again some more comments from students, that's fine. Age question, you can take a screenshot for this if you want, that's for your homework. I'm moving to ratios part so that we can discuss a little bit of that part as well. I'm moving to the ratios part so that we can discuss a little bit of that part as well. So there are a few more questions on this equations. Okay, some good questions here. So I'm leaving them for you. You can take a screenshot of them and you can try to solve, and you can write your answers in comments. I will answer afterwards also. Now let's quickly move to the ratios part. So some basics of the ratios, let's discuss. Aniket, I have already given 3 or 4 more questions on equations. So that's for your homework. So right now let's discuss a little bit about ratios as well. So in ratios again there are some basic terminology there. Yes, we are going to at least touch this topic. हम थोड़ी सी बात करते हैं रेशियो के बारे में, and I'm going to give you certainly some very good thing regarding ratios. अभी बात करते हैं, देखो. So in the basics of ratios we are having some basic terms. All of you know that ratios we write normally in the form of A ratio B, something like that, है ना? A ratio B, or we can also write it like this, A by B, right? So both patterns are valid and we can use them in any of the ways. So when I write like this, so we call this antecedent consequent. These terms are known as antecedent and consequent. And when we write them in the fractional form, we call them numerators and denominator, right? Numerator and denominator. Okay, there are various kinds of questions based on ratios. Again, there are some mathematical questions and there are some word problems also. Again, this is a large topic. Right now, we are just touching the topic. We are just touching the topic. No, Gaurav, we left that part. I told that was not a convenient method, and we didn't discuss it today. We didn't discuss that today. That will be part of the further classes. We just mentioned the name there. Okay. Anyway, so again, there are different types of questions. So I'm just discussing very few basic types of questions and how we can solve them faster. For example, there are some basic questions on the ratios where we have to combine 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 ratios together, right? There we have to combine some ratios together, and these types of questions have been asked in CAT repeatedly. काफी बार ये क्वेश्चन, इस तरीके के क्वेश्चन कैट में पूछे गए हैं. आई एम गिविंग यू एन एग्जांपल. से A ratio B is given as 2:3. ठीक है, let's take an example. A ratio B is 2:3, and also given that B ratio C is equal to maybe 9:8. So can you please quickly find out the answer? What is the ratio A ratio B ratio C? By the way, that's a very easy question. I've given certainly easier value here. There are difficulties everywhere in India. Everyone needs to manage. Himang, right now question is A is to B is to C. You need to find out the entire ratio. And that was an easier question, right? Yes, 698 is correct answer. Good. So all of you can do that very easily, right? So if I want to find the ratio A is to B is to C, so what was the easy basic part here? I want to see this common term here, B, that should have equal corresponding number, right? The number associated with this, that should be same. That should be same. So इस पहली ratio में B के लिए I have the number 3, and in the second part I have the number 9, right? That number should be same. That number should be same. So how we can do that? The easiest way is just multiply this first ratio by 3. Because ratio 2:3, अगर मैं इसको 3 से multiply भी कर दूंगा तो ratios में there is not going to be any change, and that gives my answer. That it comes out to be 9 and this A comes out to be 6. So the correspondingly answer becomes 6:9:8. Right? Because 2:3 बोलूं तो अगर 2 को डबल करूंगा तो 3 को भी डबल करना होगा. 2 को 3 times किया तो 3 को भी 3 times करना होगा, like that. और ये 3 times क्यों किया? So that I can make these two B's same. Now there are various shortcuts, as I think Lalit wants to just check. This tendency is always there. देखें इनको आता है कि नहीं आता है, and so on. So there are so many methods. Sometimes people use some multiplication methods and faster methods. But basic idea is that I wanted to have this common term with a common number, same number. Alright? अच्छा, everyone please tell me, अगर मैं यहाँ पे, I'm just changing the question a little bit. Lalit, now you tell me. Lalit, now you tell me any faster method. I'm just changing the values. Let me write a separate question here. A ratio B is 2:3 and B ratio C is 3:5. Now everyone please tell me, what is the A ratio B ratio C? What's your answer? What is A ratio B ratio C? A ratio B is given 2:3 and B ratio C is 3:5. So what is A ratio B ratio C? Any shortcut required? Nothing is required. So why to be over proud of anything? It's not useful. ठीक है? I hope it is clear to everyone. So don't go for shortcuts. I have already said that. Personally, I always prefer to go by the logics, go by the basics. So clear your basics. So as much your basics are good, then you can do everything and very easily. Very easily. Lalit, there is not required. Okay, it's okay. You are just curious, you are not doubting, that's also fine. But still I am saying, as I said earlier, why I multiplied with 3? Because I wanted this value for B to be same, so that I can directly put the numbers along with that. And for that purpose, we multiplied by 3. And the method, as I think somebody wrote in the comments as well, is to multiply only, right? So for that purpose, many people create many different ways of multiplication. We can also do that, but most of the times it is not required. Most of the times it is not required. As in this question, nothing was required. It's common sense. You could see that B is 3 here and B is 3 here. Just directly put it along with that. The answer is directly 2, 3, 5. Nothing to be done. ठीक है ना? So that's the thing. That's the thing. ठीक है? Okay. Okay. एक क्वेश्चन और करते हैं. Time is almost up. कोई इसमें सवाल पूछना है. जतिन is saying, sir, what if we divide by 3? B is to C. If we divide by 3, so then what's the issue then? Adish Bawal, how did you get C here? Okay, listen again here. A is to B is 2 is to 3, B is to C is 3 is to 5. One thing is that we are just seeing, as I mentioned in this question also, that corresponding to A, I have the number B here, and corresponding to B, I have a number 3 here. Now this B is the same variable in the second ratio, so corresponding to B, the number, if it is same, then that's it, nothing to be done. That's why we did, right? Otherwise, in general, what do we know from these ratios? That A ratio B is 2 ratio 3. Let me write in the fractional form. So it is A by B is 2 by 3. Achha, now tell me from this information, do we know the value of A? Yes, please tell me, do we know the value of A here? No, we don't know the value of A. We don't know the value of B. But we know that if A is 2 times something, then B is 3 times the same thing. So in general, what can I say? I can say if A equals 2 times K, then B equals 3 times K. What is K? Don't know. It can be anything. But if A is 2K, then B is 3K. We don't know their values. ठीक है ना? So we don't know the exact values. We know the ratios. And provided this K is not equal to 0. That is also the condition here. That K should not be equal to 0. Fine. Now in this case, when B is to C is 3 is to 5. So again, we are having same thing. If B is equal to 3 times something, then C is equal to 5 times something. So why not it be K only? Let it be K only. So if B is equal to 3K for this second part now, so if B is equal to 3K, then C equals to 5K. Yes or no? Exactly same way. So now when I need to find A is to B is to C, I can plug in these values. So it is 2K, 3K and 5K, which gives me the final ratio 2, 3, 5. And which is basically easily visible, isn't it? So it is a relation between A and B, not the values. Yes, exactly, Himang. We don't know the exact values. So this is a relation between A and B, that how they vary with each other. What is the ratio? So accordingly, we can find the relation between them, but we do not know the exact values because it is not fixed now. It is not fixed. It can be changed. As I just mentioned, this K should not be equal to 0. Otherwise, K can be anything other than 0. ठीक है ना? Okay. So we have just discussed a little bit, and time is almost up. Anyway, so as a question, Atharv is asking what to start first, algebra or arithmetic. So we discussed today algebra and arithmetic. Algebra में equations हैं, arithmetic में ratios, percentage, and all these topics are there. So algebra and arithmetic. If I hope many of you are already familiar with CAT syllabus, and if not, then let me tell you, in CAT and all other MBA exams as well, arithmetic and algebra, these two are more than 50% of the exam. In most of the exams, arithmetic plus algebra, they constitute more than 50% in almost all exams. In almost all exams, in quant part, arithmetic and algebra combined, they constitute more than 50%. Rather, in sometimes it may go beyond 60% as well. ठीक है ना? That's why both of these topics are very, very important. And up to 10th level, as I have already mentioned, that up to 10th standard, up to 10th class mathematics, whatever things have been discussed in these topics, that is essential for everyone. Fine. So I will just end at this note that your 10th standard mathematics, if it was not good, as we have already discussed about it, so please work hard on that. And in our iQuanta course, all things are covered, and major emphasis is on practice, which I just mentioned earlier also. So that's the thing. So I think that's all. That's all for the day. So thank you very much, and all the best of luck for your preparations. And I wish all of you a lot of success in your preparation, and feel free to ask any doubts if you face anything. Our iQuanta team is always there to help you out. Fine. Let me see a few other comments. Soham is asking एक और question अभी time is almost up, that's why I'm leaving for the time being. Otherwise there's no dearth of questions. There are unlimited number of questions here, है ना Soham? सब तक I'm in early batch. I think we are almost at the end of arithmetic over here, so in our batch will then we continue number सब तक I think that is not decided yet, so wait for a few more days I guess. Shikhar, class में all questions will be discussed right at. Of course Shikhar, yes. In this pre-class also we have discussed in detail. I have not left any question in between, isn't it? Rather we discuss various ways to answer a question. Adarsh, how to maintain a copy for different faculties or for different subjects? That's up to you, Adarsh. That's up to you. That doesn't matter much in my opinion. Tomorrow class is there. No idea, Shravani. So thank you. You. I have elite grid membership. Congratulations. No issues with that. Jatin Jangra, thank you sir for this session. Thank you too, Jatin. So I know everyone needs to manage, and there are many like me who are in condition worse than me as a guide. So in India, I would suggest you same thing. Try to manage the best of your ability, up to best of your ability. See, you need to go through this for sure. You know? No one else is going to bear the pain which you might be facing, right? So that is to be taken by you only. Vivek Kumar, what is your name? Acha, it was not mentioned kya? My name is Kamal Lohia. It was mentioned, I guess. Anyway, my name is Kamal Lohia. Good night. Yes, we will see each other. Yes, I will wait for most of you in our live sessions now. How to maintain notes. Adarsh, I just told you that. It's up to you. So that how much you need to write. So, but important is solving questions, right? There is not much theory part which you need to note down. ऐसा कुछ ज़्यादा चीजें हैं नहीं solve करने वाली, note करने वाली. But solving questions and whatever key point you find, that you should do. Thank you for the nice words, Arush. Next class is scheduled for 17 January. I have no idea about next class. Sorry for that. Thank you. What else? Should I study TSD 6 or the pre-class and the new batch as I joined from TSD 1? Krishna, if you are joined in this new batch, so wait for your classes. Your regular classes will be there. You will be getting the schedule for that. ठीक है ना? Thank you, Vivek. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Adarsh, my 10th percentage is... See, you cannot change your 10th percentage now. Can you? Not now. So don't worry about that. See, focus on what you are having right now. है ना? अभी जिस पे काम कर सकते हो वो करो ना. The things which you cannot change, उसके बारे में रोने से क्या फायदा? ना, whatever it is okay, fine. Lalit, I am not good at that, and I personally don't like that, but it's okay. As I honestly mentioned, the purpose of these free sessions is that only, so that more and more people can get to know about the course which we are providing. That's it. Okay. It's my duty, Atharv. Thank you. Sparsh Sharma ji, what you are telling? Thank you. Are. Thank you, India. Thank you, Sparsh. Thank you, Piyush. Thank you, everyone. So all those who are still here and all those who have left also, thank you, everyone. So I shall take your leave now. Muskan Arora, is there any way can we contact your teachers one-on-one for some guidance? Yes, I told you, Muskan, that we have a dedicated team for that. All your queries, whether it is related to any academic thing or it's personal thing or related to course content or whatever issues you may have. So our dedicated team of members are there. So they will be helping you out. You can tag our iQuanta team members and then the relevant person will be addressing to that. Take. Which section do you take in live classes? All the topics, whatever I get. Quant and LRDI. I take Quant and LRDI topic and Lalit, same question again. I don't use. I already answered that. ठीक है. Thank you, Priyanshu. Thank you, Shikhar. Krishna. Okay, so I shall end it here.